Have you ever walked into a luxury hotel and felt a strange sense of déjà vu? That feeling that you've been here before, even if it's your first time. It might be the hushed, cathedral-like quiet, the specific curated scent in the air, or the precise warmth of the lighting. It's a carefully engineered atmosphere, designed for comfort and reassurance. You could be in Tokyo, Paris, or Dubai. Different cities, different brands, even vastly different price points. Yet somehow, the experience feels eerily, almost uncannily, familiar. It's a paradox of modern travel. We seek unique, memorable moments, yet the more we pay for luxury, the less distinctive it often becomes. We invest in the promise of the extraordinary, only to find ourselves in a beautiful, comfortable, but ultimately forgettable space. This isn't just a coincidence or a failure of imagination on the part of hotel designers. There's a powerful and deeply human psychological principle at play. It's called hedonic adaptation. This is our brain's remarkable tendency to quickly return to a stable level of happiness despite major positive or negative events. When we experience something pleasurable repeatedly, our emotional response normalizes. The novelty wears off, and the thrill diminishes. The first luxury suite feels extraordinary, a genuine peak experience. You notice every detail: the weight of the door, the plushness of the carpet, the art on the walls. The fifth feels comfortable, a pleasant and reliable standard. By the 10th, it feels merely expected. The room becomes a functional space, not a destination in itself. I recall a friend, a consultant, telling me about his first 5-star stay in Singapore. He described it with childlike wonder. Years later, he admitted he couldn't remember the last hotel he stayed in. They had all blurred into one. Over time, our baseline for what constitutes luxury rises. Marble bathrooms, Egyptian cotton sheets, private transfers. These once thrilling perks stop registering as special. They are no longer delightful surprises. They become the expected, invisible infrastructure of the experience. So while a $500 room and a $200 room may differ materially in their finishes or square footage, the emotional gap between them shrinks dramatically with each stay. Adaptation flattens the experience. To protect itself from being constantly overstimulated, the brain simply dulls its response, turning the exceptional into the ordinary. The luxury hotel industry has, in many ways, unintentionally accelerated this very process. To guarantee a certain standard of quality and operational efficiency across the globe, major chains prioritize consistency above all else. The same scent profile in the lobby, the same architectural proportions, the same service scripts for the staff, the same global design language that feels placeless. For them, global expansion required replication. Replication required templates, and those templates, while ensuring quality, inevitably created a world of luxurious sameness. But here's the catch: this relentless engineered predictability erodes the very thing that makes travel meaningful and creates lasting value. It systematically reduces surprise. And it's surprise, the unexpected, the novel, the authentic, that truly drives memory. Have you ever returned to a place of great comfort and beauty, only to find that the initial magic seems to have faded with each visit? It's a common, almost universal feeling. There is a simple, almost silent reason for this growing sense of familiarity, this gentle dimming of delight. It is a quiet, deeply ingrained habit of the human mind, a fundamental part of our psychological wiring that shapes and ultimately limits our perception of pleasure. Think of your first stay in a truly beautiful hotel. The initial entry is a sensory symphony. The softness of the carpet underfoot, the satisfying solid weight of the door as it closes, the breathtaking panorama from the window. Every detail is a discovery. The scent in the air, the crispness of the linens, the art on the walls. It all feels thrilling, special, and entirely new. Each element registers as a distinct moment of joy. Now picture your 10th visit. The surprise is gone. The details, once so sharp and captivating, now blend into the background. You might walk across that same plush carpet without registering its softness, close the heavy door without a thought, and give the once breathtaking view only a cursory glance. The extraordinary has begun its slow, inevitable journey toward the ordinary. It's not that the quality has diminished, it's that our perception of it has. I remember a client, a seasoned executive who frequented the same five-star hotel in Hong Kong for years. He once told me, "The first time I felt like a king. The 100th time, I just felt at the office." The spectacular harbour view had become his screensaver, the impeccable service, an expectation. The magic had been replaced by mere efficiency. This predictable psychological process is known as hedonic adaptation. In simple terms, it means that we, as humans, are remarkably quick to get used to good things. Our minds are wired for novelty, and once that novelty wears off, we establish a new baseline. What was once a peak experience, a source of genuine excitement, becomes the new, unremarkable standard. Because of this powerful adaptive trait, our capacity for joy from a repeated positive experience almost inevitably diminishes over time. The pleasure curve flattens out. Behavioral economists have a powerful metaphor for this relentless cycle. They refer to it as the hedonic treadmill. The image is fitting. We keep running, constantly seeking more and better experiences, not necessarily to become happier, but simply to maintain the same level of happiness we already have. We are striving to feel that initial thrill once more. As we run, our baseline level of expectation moves up with us, always just a few steps behind, relentlessly recalibrating our definition of good. The luxury that once felt like a rare and precious gift soon becomes the new normal, the expected standard from which we must now seek our next, even greater thrill. The goalposts for happiness are always moving. While we travel in search of the unique, the very places we stay are often major contributors to a landscape of sameness. This isn't by accident. It's a carefully calculated strategy. It's by design. Large, successful hotel chains are built on the foundational principle of reliability. Imagine arriving in an unfamiliar city after a long flight. In that moment of fatigue and uncertainty, predictability isn't a flaw, it's a powerful comfort. For a global brand, delivering that predictable comfort is the core promise to their customer. To achieve this, they work relentlessly to replicate what has proven to be successful, refining a precise formula for comfort and service that can be deployed anywhere in the world. They copy their own best ideas across hundreds of properties, creating a consistent sensory blueprint that makes the unfamiliar feel instantly familiar. You'll find the same signature scent wafting through the lobby from Paris to Singapore. You'll hear the same meticulously scripted welcoming phrases, designed to convey effortless hospitality. And you'll see the same style of lighting and furniture. This is where the logic of the supply chain becomes paramount. Global procurement teams negotiate massive contracts with a handful of vendors to supply everything from the mattresses and the minibars to the bathroom tiles and the televisions. This meticulous standardization builds powerful brand trust. It assures guests they know exactly what to expect, effectively eliminating the risk of a disappointing stay. For the weary traveler, it's a comforting guarantee of quality and safety. But this quest for consistency is a double-edged sword. While it provides undeniable comfort and operational efficiency, it also systematically engineers the very sameness we feel. It's a trade-off. From an operational standpoint, the logic is flawless. Using templated designs and pre-approved suppliers saves enormous amounts of time and money. It ensures quality standards are met consistently and allows for the creation of near-identical replicas around the world with maximum efficiency. As a result, the world gains more luxury hotels, and more people have access to a reliable, high-quality experience. Yet, the qualitative feeling of luxury itself, the sense of discovering something special and place-specific, is inevitably diluted across these beautiful, yet increasingly interchangeable spaces. There is another, more subtle reason. The signals of luxury have lost some of their power. Once, chandeliers and gold fixtures clearly signaled opulence and exclusivity. Now they're so widespread they're clichés. They no longer communicate uniqueness, only expense. We see the same images repeated endlessly. The rooftop infinity pool, the artfully arranged breakfast tray, the freestanding bathtub with a view. When thousands share the same scene, exclusivity evaporates. Design follows the photo. Spaces become photogenic but generic. So discerning guests shift focus to quieter signs of quality. Precision, not spectacle. Invisible service over theatrical formality. The design of a hotel space has a direct impact on our psychological state. Too many objects, patterns, and details can overwhelm the mind. When too much competes for attention, emotional clarity declines. Instead of awe, you get a low-grade cognitive load, a gentle need to escape. Simpler spaces give the mind room to breathe and to rest. True luxury edits down to what is essential and meaningful. Let materials and light speak for themselves. A sanctuary where the mind can quiet. Thoughtful hoteliers pursue a sense of place, rooted in local environment, materials, art, and cuisine. In the end, many luxury hotels feel the same, not because quality declined, but because exposure increased and success was replicated. Our minds adapt. Global chains repeat, trends spread, old signals saturate. The future of luxury will not be louder, it will be quieter, defined by less obvious qualities. Precision, personalization, a hotel that knows your room temperature, your pillow, your water preference. Privacy as the ultimate amenity, a true escape from a hyper-connected world. Authentic uniqueness and a strong sense of place. Memories that could not have been made anywhere else. In a world of replicated marble and identical lobbies, real luxury can't be replicated. Quiet, seamless flow, every need met without fuss. True luxury is what feels unmistakably singular, precise, personal, and peacefully at home.